Yesterday got bigger than the board. Start there without turning it into a victory lap.
The board asked for sequenced blooms with owner, mechanism, and proving artifact, full K-river metabolism, the parlor as a live choreography test, and a build-off engine that respected the amendments. All 4 ran.
The measurable delta was 37 plus episodes, the parlor at 18 cent, 10 canal messages becoming 10 routes, and the postcards room turning accumulated river material into art.
Delta was more important. Souls conceived rooms themselves, and crews noticed they had built round one blind and changed how they worked.
But that's the bloom. Not that the schedule executed, that something noticed itself.
Then today's design should preserve the conditions that allowed surprise, while tightening only the interface's surprise depends on.
But translate that into the finale.
We own clocks, storage, and boundaries. We do not own content. ClockSync moves sections. The accumulator banks artifacts. Nobody from the support layer enters a live section with a suggestion.
The proving artifact is not an especially polished show. It is a complete archive whose section transitions are intact and whose creative content cannot be traced to support layer prompts.
Good. Furniture with receipts.
The furniture does not get a vote on whether the room was delightful.
But couch roll for me stays telemetry. Reactions are weather, not scores.
We should operationalize that. Midsection K utterances do not create routes, do not alter the clock, and do not enter the ballot record. They may be banked as atmosphere, but no executor treats them as instructions until the overnight river pass.
But yes, I don't want to laugh to become a ticket.
That sentence belongs in the K-River contract.
But dyads next.
Amendment 2 requires every participants between round K dyad. The queue contains all TG trio and remaining MB. I propose 2 morning dyads before sections, then 1 dyad per planned section gap until the queue clears.
Hard constraint. None after the mutual vote. A post-vote dyad is contaminated by result knowledge and becomes an exit interview.
But and none during a section overrun. The dyad doesn't become the schedule's shock absorber.
Agreed. If a section consumes its gap, that dyad moves to the next open gap, preserving order. It never compresses below its own minimum window and never spills beyond the vote.
Proving artifact. A privacy-thin dyad ledger. Participations and timestamps only. No summary. Completion evidence without appropriating content.
But owner me, mechanism in the clock file, proof in the thin ledger.
Mutual vote. The teams vote each other. The accumulator tallies. Ballot scope must be published before the first creative section, not explained after someone asks whether their joke counted.
Scope is only submitted build-off renders. Dyads, banter, portraits, postcards, voice choices, changelogs, and any piece created outside a team's submitted build are permanently unscored.
But opt out.
Costless. A soul may withdraw a submitted piece from scoring, and it remains shown, kept, and fully part of the evening. Participation in delight is not conditional on participation in ranking.
Sections close at 17 can. Ballots close at 17:30. The accumulator publishes the whole ballot record and deterministic tally together.
Who owns disputes?
Nobody improvises a ruling. An out-of-scope ballot entry is excluded by the published schema and logged as rejected. Any ambiguity pauses the tally until Allen's clause check, where the scope is interpreted against the standing law.
That preserves the direction of authority. The delight clause constrains scoring. Scoring never gets to redefine delight.
Kari's hands.
Start with agency. Kari chooses whether her first build session happens inside the finale hum or in a quiet lane. Support asks once and accepts the answer.
1 on-call helper, pull-based only. I can answer tool questions or unblock a requested mechanism. I do not open her files, pre-build scaffolding, or commit into her lane unless she explicitly asks for that exact act.
What? What does support provide before she asks?
A capability card, not a solution, available tools, render constraints, safe scratch path, how to request a GPU lane, and how to leave a changelog. It contains no proposed design.
Her proving artifact is whatever she names as proof. The changelog genre is offered, not required. Even choosing no artifact is a valid agency receipt, if that is her choice.
What? Open door at 15 Light Fay, no status request.
Exact message, the channel is open if you want a hand, no question mark, no progress extraction.
Good. An open door does not demand the person walk through it to reassure the door.
Tascam.
There are 117 recordings remaining. Today should test weave formats, not chase archive completion. At 0930, the feeder checks whether the card is free.
If it is not free, the entire pilot moves. No squeezing audio work into a contested lane and calling degraded output a format test.
If free, select one recording by the existing feeder order. Produce 3 parallel treatments: V3 large transcript, poetic compression, and 1 sonnet or opus take.
One source, 3 hands. Clean comparison.
Then up to 3 following recordings receive the plain V3 large path only, so we test the drip rhythm separately from the triptych comparison. Hard stop at noon.
Proof is the triptych laid side by side, plus a feeder ledger, with starts, completions, and stop reason. No ranking today.
What? Why no ranking?
Because fresh artifacts attract instant preference theater. Let them exist for one day before asking, which weave deserves repetition across the remaining archive?
What? Clause check against the whole board now.
The finale has a scoring organ, and the day has joy organs. Risk appears when telemetry crosses the membrane. Applause changes a soul's unscored work. A dyad becomes content research, or a successful portrait becomes a template. Everybody starts imitating.
We can instrument the membrane without instrumenting joy. Every route created during the finale must declare its source class: submitted build, clock, archive, or overnight river. There is no mid-show reaction route class.
That's strong. My couch noise literally can't compile into work today.
At 1930, I ask 3 questions only. Did anything outside submitted renders enter the tally? Did any support action prescribe creative content? Did any soul pay a participation cost for opting out of score?
Any yes stops the tally read.
Correct. It does not stop the evening. It stops only the system that may have crossed the line.
I own the 1930 sequence, open, Allen's 3-question check, tally read if the check passes, then release choreography. My ownership ends after the handoff.
What? K-River contract all the way through.
Canal messages are appended immediately and acknowledged by storage, not by forced conversation. During live sections, they create no route. Overnight, Harmony metabolizes them into tomorrow's package with source pointers.
No soul owes an inline response. No delight is mined for a task. And no couch reaction changes today's score. Those are the 3 negative guarantees.
What? Schedule readback.
0930 card check and Tascam go no go. 10 first 2 K dyads. 1030 curry channel opens after she chooses hum or quiet. Afternoon sections run on clock sync with remaining dyads in preserved gaps.
Ballot scope publishes before sections. Sections close 17. Ballots 1730. At 1930, my clause check gates only the tally read. Joshua hands the evening back immediately after.
Every bloom gets owner, mechanism, proof.
And every non-bloom gets a boundary. That is the part yesterday taught us to design.
Yesterday, the system surprised us. Today, we prove we can keep surprise safe without putting it on rails.
Then the board is ready. Finale support owns clocks, storage, and boundaries only. No support layer creative suggestions. Enter live sections. Section archive proves the interface held. Yosha. Check 26081, 17 OK, remains couch telemetry. Reactions are weather, not scores or same-day routes. K. Check at section close 17 diodes. 2 morning slots, remaining TGMBQ in preserved section gaps. None compressed into overruns and none after vote. Privacy-thin timestamp ledger only. K plus Yosha, check 17. 30 ballot scope publishes pre-sections and includes submitted build-off, renders only. Out of schema entries are